What's up, y'all, and welcome back to another episode of Real Talk with Ray. On today's episode, I want to speak to my incoming freshmen. I want to give y'all some tips that I wish I would have heard and some things that I learned along the way that could possibly help you. Let's get started with tip number one. Tip number one. On the first day, if you feel like the class isn't connecting with you or you're not really understanding or it's not resonating with you, that's fine. That's the perfect day to drop the class. Don't stay in the class longer than you have to if you see that you're not getting anything out of it. So try to find a course in the place of that. Maybe it could be the same course with a different professor, because maybe it could be just the professor, their teaching method just doesn't connect with you. It just doesn't connect. So it's okay to go find another class. But always try to drop the class on the first day if you feel like you're not getting anything out of it. Tip number two, it's also important on the first day of class to make sure that you introduce yourself to the professor. Now, in the past, I didn't do that, but I noticed that when I started doing that, that's when I kind of had the free way to talk to my professor. If there was something that I wasn't understanding throughout the day, I kind of built that relationship with them that I could speak with them after class to ask for advice or tips on how to go about studying certain material. And also, if there was a day that I was not going to be in the class, I established a relationship with the professor to let them know how serious I was about the class, and that if I missed, I gave them a heads up. That way I wouldn't be seen as a student who didn't care, and that was taken into consideration with grading my final grade. It's also important on that first day to make sure that you build a relationship with some of the other students in the class. Now this works because let's say there's a day that you just do not feel like going to class. At least you have a friend that may be in the course. They can take down notes for you for that day. So it's not like a whole day has been wasted. You can take those notes from your friend and use those as a study guide for the material that you're prepping for in the class. You don't want the whole day to be a waste and you're not getting anything. At least you're getting information, So build friends. Having a friend in the class is also like an accountability partner. So that friend will make sure that you've done your work and you can make sure that they've done theirs as well. And it could be someone that you could get together with and study the material and make sure that you're both ready for the coursework or the course exams that come to you. So always get a good friend in the class too. That helps a lot. Tip number three, the third tip that I would offer you is learn how to prioritize your time. There's going to become times where you get overly frustrated, and that's a time to step away from your work. You don't have to put all your time into the work. Step away, go do something fun and productive. Go do something fun with some friends, or just step away to clear your mind. You don't have to always be in your work, because it works for some people. If it works for you, then you continue to do it. If you find yourself getting frustrated and you learn that you're not retaining anything as you're studying, it's okay to walk away. It's okay to go do something fun and productive with friends, but make sure you know how to go back to your coursework. Make sure you know how to go back to it. But there's nothing wrong with stepping away, having a good time, having fun with your friends. That's what college is about as well. It's about building relationships with people. Which brings me to tip number 4. College is full of diverse people, and there's someone on that campus that you can relate a lot to. So try joining a club or an organization that you feel their message is powerful and it's meaningful to you. That's a way to build and connect with different people from different backgrounds. It's a different way of meeting friends, and it actually works. It does work. You find people that have the same interest as you. That's a great way to build friends. Tip number 5. This is one of the most important to me. This is taking care of your physical and mental health. When I say physical, I'm sure all of y'all have heard of the FRESHMEN 15. The FRESHMEN 15 is not a saying that isn't true. The FRESHMEN 15 can serve true for some. Like my first semester alone, I gained 20 pounds. And all I did was sit in my room and I work on my work and I would eat. I wouldn't try to do anything physical. I just didn't feel like it. And I regretted that because I gained weight. I had to go buy all new clothes, all my other stuff that I used to could fit. I had to get rid of it because I could no longer fit it. So take time out to focus on your physical health. But mental health is also important. Again, if you find yourself getting frustrated, do something that can relieve you. I know for myself, what I used to love to do was go out to the park or just walk around the campus or just different areas, but just get out of your room or wherever you're studying at, the library or just wherever, and walk. It's okay to walk and just not think about anything, just to give yourself a cool time. But whatever serves you, whatever can distress you, do that for you so that you're able to come back to your studies and you're able to start where you left off and be able to finish what you're achieving to do. Step number six, prioritizing your time. It's okay to step away and go have a great time with friends. That's a part of the college experience. Don't beat yourself up for wanting to go out and have fun here and there, but you also have to know the reason why you're in college, and that's to attain a degree. So know when the proper time is to go out and have fun, but also know when it's time to get back to your studies. And don't be a last minute person. Don't try to work on everything at the last minute. If you have time and you're free, work on some of the things that are due ahead of time. That way you're not always trying to play catch up with everything you have going on, because something else will be thrown at you. The minute you start playing catch up is the minute you're behind. So don't try to push things off and wait till the last minute to try to complete a project or an assignment. Work on it ahead of time. Do it little by little so that you would be able to focus on other things and not feel so anxious about making sure you have everything complete by a deadline, because it's college. You're not just in one course. Other professors are going to throw other work on you, not even caring about the other stuff that you have going on. It's just that one class they're focused on, so they're going to throw more work on you. So make sure that you can stay ahead, and whenever you're ahead, you're actually tracking on time, if you get what I'm saying. So just stay ahead on your work. It's okay to work on it little by little. It'll actually help you out in the long run. Step number 7 is managing your money. That can be hard. I know some people may have help. If you have help, that's okay. But I've experienced it myself, and I know other students who don't really have that much support. So they are having to take on all those financial responsibilities that they may have going on. Myself, where I made the mistake was I went and got a job, and I focused so much on my job and stressing about not having enough money that I neglected my schoolwork. And that shouldn't be that way. Make sure, find a job that works with your schedule. Don't try to overwork to make sure you have X amount of dollars. Just have enough to where you're comfortable and make sure you can take care of your needs. And if you have a little left over, then that's when you can pamper yourself. But don't try to get a job or don't try to work extra hard and you neglect your schoolwork, which is what I did. Some people can take it on, and that's more power to you if you can do it. But I'm speaking from my experience. I took on a job that took a lot out of me physically, that I wasn't putting as much work into my coursework. So just know that you're going to have financial difficulties, but it's nothing that you can't get through. You can make it through it. Tip number 8, which I feel is the most important. College freshmen, please don't give up. Times are going to get hard. They're going to get tough, but don't give up. You have to know why you came to college to begin with, and you have to keep that goal at the back of your mind. You're gonna run into obstacles that try to stop you from doing so, but you have to push no matter what. Push. And if you feel yourself getting overwhelmed, just go back to one of those earlier steps and find a way to de-stress yourself. But remember, just finish. You can do it. You got into college. You know you can finish it. So don't ever give up or quit on yourself, and don't devalue yourself for any situation or anyone. Make sure that you finish strong, because you are strong. Thank you for watching the video. And to my incoming college freshmen, if you have any questions, or would you like advice, or me just offer you any tips about some of the experiences that I faced, just comment down below and I'll be happy to help you. But like I said, stay strong. You're going to be able to do this. You're going to finish. You're going to complete this first semester. You're going to do great. You're going to come back and do the same, and you're going to get that degree at the end. Thank y'all for watching, and y'all have a good first semester, and you go strong. Peace.